Get your hashtags up. That's right. That's right. We're throwing it back. We're going back a couple of decades and we are celebrating the films that were released this week in history. So no, we're not talking last year. We're going back 10, maybe 20, maybe even 30. It doesn't matter, but we're going to go back in time.
It's a goodie this week. We're going back 20 years and 30 years and giving you some kind of mini reviews for movies, which I know we've both seen, which is great. Let's start with 20 years. Nicolas Cage and Sam Rockwell is Matchstick Men.
No!
20 years old this week, my man.
I mean, it logically makes sense. I would explain why I kind of blank on certain areas of it, but I remember this film being a nothingness. Like, I had no idea of Matchstick Men, hadn't heard any promotion. My dad's friend, who was like my movie hookup 20 years ago, and we just was like, Matchstick Men, okay, cool, what's this? And I was fascinated by this film. I've loved it. It yeah, pygmies indeed. Like, it was just. I just love the whole delivery of it. It's a man who's found out that his estranged daughter has come back into his life, and despite all his OCD, he now has to adapt to this system, and she wants in on the life that he lives, but his life is very, very, very methodical. So this element, and her being the wild card in his life, throws him off, but he still manages to teach her the game, and he adapts in life, and he becomes a better man for it. And then it takes this. It's will they be able to pull off the con with him being the way he is, her being the way she is? Has he done enough to teach her? Has she done enough to teach him? Can they coexist? Watch the film and find out. Hey, honestly, nothing but love on my end. It's going to get the 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up, not quite GOAT status. Okay.
No. But it's a 2 thumbs.
It's a 2 thumbs. Okay, I'm going to give it the 1 thumb. The only reason it doesn't get the 2 thumbs for me and it gets the uno is just because, unfortunately, like us, when you watch a lot of movies, you start to realize that there are certain patterns that repeat themselves. Not because of bad writing, but just because there are only so many stories you can tell, right? So, unfortunately, I saw the ending coming a mile off. It was one of those Veers moments that you had.
Yeah.
The moment he said to him, "Never trust anyone," I was like, well, I know where this is going. Let's get there faster. But the performances are great. What I have to say shocks the living hell out of me in this. Sam Rockwell has been around for 20 plus years now and is still not being credited as one of the brilliant, great, if not top 5 actors working today. Like, am I the only guy who is enamored by this guy? Sam Rockwell doesn't do bad performances. Even in bad movies, he's good. Look at Iron Man 2. He is not the problem with that movie. Like, he's good in that film.
Yeah. That is one of those challenges, man. It is one of those challenges that some people just don't get the credit they do because people haven't trusted them with like the blockbuster movies, and because of what they do, they get cast in like serious films that don't have major attraction kind of thing. And the ones that should be able to blow them up hasn't been done. He just needs that one blow up movie. Then the whole world looks at his catalog like, oh my God, I've been sleeping on it. Or the other.
Completely.
My boy, Sam Rock, boy, I've known about him for time. You know, a bit like.
You put him in The Green Mile and he completely holds his own against the likes of Tom Hanks, arguably the GOAT, right? You put him by himself in a movie like Moon and he crushes it. You put him opposite Christian Bale and Steve Carell in Vice and ask him to play a bumbling George W. Bush, and he kills it. The guy can do no wrong. And you more recently saw him in See How They Run, and you were saying he was brilliant in it. Like, he's fire, this guy. Like, really more justice for Sam. There you go.
I like that.
30 years old, AJ. Well, we just said Tom Hanks is... Yeah, I misspoke. He's not the GOAT, but we're going to talk about the GOAT now. You know where I'm going. We're going to talk about Daniel Day-Lewis. Oh, of course. Of course. Day-Lewis and a collaboration with Scorsese. Not Gangs of New York. Don't worry.
I'm trying to think. No. I mean, that would have thrown me right off. I would have just logged off.
Thankfully, Gangs of New York is not 30 years old yet. Yeah. but also
13
starring
years.
Michelle Pfeiffer and Winona Ryder. A lot of people forget this is a Scorsese movie. The Age of Innocence.
Ah, of course. This was a goodie.
Oh yeah.
It was a goodie.
And this showed a nice different side to Day-Lewis. And this, again, is a really good reason to show the range he has. Because if you compare him in something like In the Name of the Father, to My Left Foot, to Gangs of New York, to There Will Be Blood, to Age of Innocence, to My Beautiful Laundrette, range. Like, good Lord, the range.
Hold on. Is this where he's Cecil?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Oh god, this is a good film. I'm 1985 brain kicking in here. Yeah, Cecil Vice. I remember this. It was a good film. I like the talk. Is it Torn Between Two? I remember it. I remember it being a good film. I'm gonna listen. Because of where the memory's at right now, just a small refresher. If I read the synopsis, of course, it'd probably get 2 thumbs. I'm gonna give it a 1 based off I remember enjoying it, but I can't remember that. Look, I've called the name. I've called the name without a Google or whatever. I remember him being torn between 2 lovers. I just need a bit more refinement on this.
Torn between 2 lovers. Initially, the obviously the second person is not a lover. It's a woman who he's defending because she's going through some stuff, and then he becomes quite enamored with her, and then it becomes an impossible love triangle. Here's 2 thumbs. 1 for Daniel Day-Lewis, 1 for Martin Scorsese. Come at me. Yeah, give me some Ross action there. No, this is a fantastic film. It's very different to what Scorsese and Day-Lewis are noted for, but it's a worldie.
I remember it being really good. I remember really enjoying it, and it being fresh from like the other stuff I'd seen from Day-Lewis. I was like, oh, this is different. Hello.
So, did this shock you guys? Matchstick Man at 20 years old and The Age of Innocence at 30 years old. Have you seen these movies? Are you planning on seeing them now that we've talked a little bit about them? Let us know down below. And with that, we are wrapping yet another edition of Silver Screen News. Thank you, as always, for joining us right here on the Silver Screen Dudes YouTube channel. At the time of recording, we are at nearly 1,000 subscribers. So please, guys, keep spreading the word. Keep helping us out. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Do give us a like. And please do be sure to tell a friend, and do tune in every single day to our YouTube channel for daily movie content. And if you like the long show, you can tune back in next Wednesday, where we'll be giving you another dose of weekly movie news. My name's Nico Luro.
I'm the one AJ Anthony Jordan.
And we will see you guys next week. See ya.